Hey guys, what is happening, and welcome to another episode of Any Metal Viking with me, your host Viking, and today I will be reviewing the brand new single from the upcoming Battle Beast album, Bringer of Pain. Now without further delay, let's do this! This band should be familiar to any metalheads or music lovers within the otaku community because of their Berserk themed songs that they have released on their previous records. But for those of you who are unfamiliar with the band, Battle Beast are a Finnish power metal band who had their influences rooted in all the classic heavy metal and power metal bands such as Iron Maiden, Judas Priest and Hammerfall. Now, the instrumentals for the song are really good and are very reminiscent of the days of 80s hard rock and heavy metal. The riff is very catchy, which is typical for this style of songwriting, but sadly the guitar solo isn't very strong. I also couldn't help but notice the similarities in the chorus parts of the riff sounding very similar to one of their previous songs, which was Out on the Streets. The structure of this song is also less power metal and more classic rock style with elements of AC/DC and Boston thrown in. Nora Loima's vocals are stellar as usual, and she really has a fantastic vocal range. I'm surprised that she isn't held under the same regard and praise as other female metal vocalists like Floor Jansen, Alyssa White-Gluz, or Sharon Denadel. Granted, since the song is less power metal and more a classic rock stadium anthem, she doesn't use her full range here. Nevertheless, Nora's vocals really carry the song, and the power and commanding tone that she has when she does the narration speech before the final chorus is something that fans of 80s rock and metal will definitely appreciate. The lyrics are fairly average and not really thought-provoking, but the majority of people, myself included, can relate to its message about daily mundane life and how we want to break free. The production for this song is really good, but it does lack a few of those lovely 80s styled keyboard synths and vocal effects that we heard on their past records. Also, the song isn't very heavy, but that's okay because the song isn't meant to sound like power metal, but more like a crowd singing anthem to play at big stadium concerts. Even though this song drips of 80s goodness, the better quality production is noticeable, especially to people who grew up with this kind of music. So, with everything taken into consideration, who will enjoy this song? Well, if you're a fan of 80s music, classic rock, the new wave of British heavy metal and power metal, then you'll definitely enjoy this. Also, fans of the band's previous albums will probably love this as well. Not to mention the Berserk fans in the otaku community. Granted, there will be some people who aren't into the 80s style of songwriting and production, but I still highly recommend this track to anyone looking for a good sing-along power anthem. Now, like my review of the recent Suicide Silence track, I won't give this song a rating because I'd like to rate the album as a whole. The album is set to come out on 17 February 2017 via Nuclear Blast Records. And that concludes this review for today, guys. What are your thoughts on the new Battle Beast single, and are you excited for the new album? Let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And finally, don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and DeviantArt for more awesome stuff. I'm Viking, and until next time, have a kick-ass day.